All right, my friends, we're back once again with another Destiny Rising video. And this one, I'm going to talk about spending real money in the game. So, a lot of people are against it. They want to just do it free to play. That's fine. But others like to spend money to progress their characters faster because in these type of games, that's really what it comes down to is you hit those walls and you're just waiting to farm materials to upgrade exotic weapons or get this item, get that item, and sometimes in the game you get offered those items to advance your character from Pandora, such as exotic infusion cores and things of that nature. Here's my advice. If you're gonna spend money in the game, be smart about what you're gonna do. So I'm gonna talk to you about what to do when it comes to buying silver. So let's go ahead and take a look at the store here. And we're gonna go over a couple little options that you have when it comes to getting the most bang for your buck. If you haven't spent any money, you'll come to this page here and you will see your first time. All these chests, mine are different. They will have a 100% bonus on them, meaning for like the $100 package, for an example, you get 6,000 silver for $100. But your first time buying it, they'll double it and give you an extra 6,000 on top of that. So those are going to be your best things to go about at first, in my opinion, is get that double the amount bonus deal. Now, when you get that silver, what should you do with it? You should go into the bundles, and down here you want to get these journey bundles, especially if you're trying to get mythic characters, because all these bundles come with draws, leaves, limited edition draws, permanent banner draws, etc., along with exotic materials when you get into the bigger ones down the line. So take a look at them and buy the ones that you need. Do not use your silver to do direct pulls when you're first starting out. I suggest you go through and get all these bundles because this is going to net you a lot of pulls here, plus other things. So please, whatever you do, if you buy a bunch of silver because you want to get a mythic character, get some duplicates of that character to upgrade their talent tree, get your pulls from these charms and leaves that come in all these, because the reason you want to do this is when it comes to the little purchase total journey bundles over here on the right on top of Pandora, you will see you get all kinds of things once you buy a certain amount of bundles. You can see after 2 bundles you get 5 draws, 4 you get 5 more, and then at 7 you get the sidearms for Gwen. And if you want Gwen, you want these sidearms. This is the easiest way to get them, especially if you're already spending money. And what also goes, you keep going, you come to these things here that allow you to get a free duplicate of a character or unlock that character. You keep going, you get a big chunk of black market coins, which when you get into the end game, you're going to be dealing in the black market a lot. And then your last one is another selector there. So you can get 2 copies out of all these bundles just from having the bundles, not to mention on top of all the pools you're going to get out of these bundles. All right, next thing. Now, if you've gone through and you've bought those silver and got those double up bonuses, and then you're like, I need to spend more, you're just itching, you got money burning in your pocket, the next thing you should do is, let's take a look at the silver shop. So I just want to show you something here. I'm going to look at the silver. Now I want you to pay attention here at the $5 silver bundle down here. You get 310 silver coins for $5. For $10, you basically get 600 with a 30 bonus. Okay, so you get, I wanted you to pay attention. Let's just use, well, either or, it's pretty much the same. You get 20 more bonus if you go and get the $10 versus 2 of the 5s. The reason I want you to pay attention to that is because, let's just say $5, right? Get you 310 silver. Instead of doing that for $5, what you're going to do is you go into the subscription here and you go to the Tree of Blessing. This Tree of Blessing is $5 as well. And as you see, for $5, you get 300 silver. So that's the same amount of silver we're getting from the silver shop minus the 10 bonus. Okay, so you lose out on 10 extra silver. But in return, you get 300 leaves on top of it. Okay, 180 leaves is needed to make a draw. So you basically get 300 silver and a draw on a character. In my opinion, you should be buying this instead if you're going to spend any money. Just buy a bunch of these because you can buy as many of these as you want because they stack up. As you can see on my screen, my remaining validity is 129 days, right? So you just buy them and it just adds 30 days to that total. And you can buy as many of these as you want. So you just go in and buy it. $5, $5, $5, $5, $5. Right? So if you spent $25, which is one of the other bundles, you would get $16.50 because you get that 150 bonus. So we'll just say 1,500 silver for $25, right? Well, let's go back and look at that again. So 1,500 for $25. Go to subscriptions. Right here we are. So that's basically 5 of these, right? Well, for 5 of these, you're going to get that 1,500 silver. Then you're going to get 1,500 leaves on top of it. So in my opinion, and I think you will agree after seeing this pointed out to you, this is the way to go. Just buy it in $5 increments. If you needed 1,500 silver to buy whatever you're trying to do in the game, just buy 5 of these and get those leaves on top of the silver so that you can get a bunch of draws as well. So you got to look around when it comes to stuff like that in the game here, my friends. And a lot of the stuff, like if you haven't experienced it yet, it's gonna happen to you when you start upgrading exotic weapons and stuff like that. Occasionally, Pandora is going to jump up on your screen and say, hey, I got a deal for you. And she's going to offer you deals. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so enter the silver. If you go into subscriptions, Pandora's deals. You will, from time to time, that's not it. Can't ever find this when I want to. Right here. So these deals here. These deals will pop up on your screen in an instant to try to get you to spend silver right then, right there, without actually thinking about how much money you're actually spending. So for instance, this deal popped up on my screen earlier when I was doing something, and it was offered to me for the $7.49, and you get the choice to buy it right then and there, or you can hit later. And when you hit later, this is where you find it in this silver shop right here. This was the deal. So you need to stop and think about these for a while. This is 749 silver. 749 silver equivalates to around somewhere between 10 to 13 bucks. So think about that. When you get these deals, you're like, oh man, how did they know? Because it seems like whenever you needed something, that's when these deals pop up, right? If you upgrade a catalyst on your weapon, more than likely a minute later or so, she's going to pop up and say something about, ooh, an exotic weapon, blah, 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 and offer you something related to that, like infusion cores, right? And you're like, dang, 40 of them? I need those so I can apply that other boost I wanted to get. Bang, let me buy them. So just think about it before you just hit that purchase of how much you're actually spending on that. Like I said, this deal right here is around, like, if I did the math, I think it was around like $12, somewhere around in there, worth of silver. So just ask yourself, is having those 40 cores to get what you want right then and there worth 12 bucks before you click on those deals? Because like I say, they pop up and you're like, oh, well, I got the silver. They want you to have that mentality of, oh, that looks like a great deal. I need those. It's only 749 silver. Well, I just got like 3,000 silver. So yeah, I'll get that's only 749. Boom, give it to me. But really think about what you're doing. So I just wanted to apply those to you guys, let you guys know, think about it when it comes to if you're thinking about spending money in the game, or if you're already spending money and maybe you didn't know about that little trick by using the Tree of Blessing here. Like I said, you can buy these as many as you want in a row. They just keep stacking on top of each other. And it tells you that inside right here. So each time you purchase a Tree of Light's Blessing, you immediately acquire 300 silver and 300 Lumina leaves. And its active duration will be extended by 30 days. So there you go. That's how it works. It just tacks on 30 more days to your validity, which that's great and all, but you're really here to get those bonus 300 leaves for $5 every time you buy to get that 300 silver. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. Are you a free-to-play player? How's it going for you? Have you hit that wall yet where you're just like, man, I've hit the wall, and I can see why they call it a gotcha game? Because yes, unfortunately, this game is basically pay to progress. If you want to progress your characters faster, you're going to have to chalk up the money out of your wallet. Otherwise, you just better be content with taking a lot longer than your friends or seeing the other high-level players around you in the game, and you not be able to get up to those high levels to do those master, grandmaster activities to get those rare materials that you need to progress your character at the higher levels. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here.